A few days ago, Tom Holland delivered a first picture of him in his role as video game hero and adventurer Nathan Drake. The opinions about the outer outfit of the Spider-Man star are mostly positive, so you can definitely look forward to a perhaps more convincing performance as young Nate. Of course, this is a relatively big step compared to the video games, where you always play the much older Nate, except for a few sequences. It seems that the movie will develop towards a prequel story of the first adventures, which is why the main actor seems unusually young. Nate's mentor, Victor Sullivan, who's played by Mark Wahlberg, is also undergoing a rejuvenation treatment. The 49-year-old recently published a video with Sully's characteristic mustache on Instagram. If you put Wahlberg's appearance next to the video game character, a similarity is definitely evident. Further footage is provided by Nolan North, the video game actor of Nathan Drake. He recently visited the film set and had a pleasant chat with Tom Holland. He also shares a book with the image of the sailor Magellan and a mysterious artifact with his followers. We are definitely curious to see what the Uncharted team will do with the upcoming blockbuster, and are looking forward to the estimated release date on July 16th, 2021. Now it's official, Netflix is producing its own Assassin's Creed live-action series for Netflix. According to an official press release of the streaming giant, the cooperation with game developer Ubisoft has only just begun. Therefore, you can't expect too much information about the cast and the story yet. What is certain, however, is that the live-action series will only be the beginning of a much larger universe. It's also clear that after the failed Assassin's Creed movie from 2016, there will be no more efforts regarding a film. As Netflix also announced on Twitter, the two Ubisoft producers Jason Altman and Danielle Kranig are involved so far. Much more interesting is the choice of the showrunner of Season 1, because similar to the successful project The Witcher, they want to convince the very critical gaming community right from the start. The next release of the franchise, which comprises 11 main games, is Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but it is not yet possible to estimate when this series will be released. 2 years ago, we saw Hollywood superstar Jason Statham in the underwater horror movie Meg by Jonas Taylor. At the box office, the film grossed a respectable $530 million. As The Hollywood Reporter now reveals, Warner Brothers is already working on a sequel to the successful first part. Rebecca director Ben Wheatley will direct the second part of the film, which is based around the prehistoric shark Megalodon. It is also clear that the original director John Turteltaub will no longer be involved in the film production. Although the sequel has only been officially announced recently, Meg was the most successful horror movie of the year in 2018, which is why the idea of a sequel has been circulating behind the scenes for quite some time. No matter if you like the movie or not, at least it made horror movies about animals acceptable again after the Sharknado franchise had moved the whole thing more into a self-ironic and trashy direction for years. By the way, fans of the first part can once again look forward to the large part of the original team, including screenwriters John and Eric Hober, who are back on board for the latest ocean adventure. Behind the scenes, Lorenzo Di Bonaventura and Bella Avery are involved as producers. An exact release date of Meg 2 is unfortunately not yet known. Oscar Isaac became known to a wide audience through roles in Star Wars The Force Awakens and X-Men Apocalypse. Now, according to a report by Variety, the 41-year-old is about to get involved in the new Marvel series Moon Knight. Although the commitment has not yet been officially confirmed, given the consensus in various movie magazines, it is considered very likely. On Instagram, fan account Venomology published a photo montage of Isaac in the Black Moon Knight costume. The sad look also fits the background story of the Marvel character, because Mark Spector, Moon Knight's real name, was fatally injured by his partner on an expedition in Egypt and could only escape certain death with the help of the moon god Khonshu. Consequently, he returns to Earth as Avenger of the Moon God and fights crime with rather controversial methods. Thus, the character is not a typical superhero from the MCU. Instead, he often has to fight with himself and his dark side. By the way, the Disney Plus series is to be directed by Mohamed Diab, and behind the scenes, the project is also significantly co-developed by Jeremy Slater. A release of the Moon Knight series is, as well as an official confirmation from Marvel, still awaited. Fans have been preparing for quite some time for the possibility that the characters in the upcoming The Suicide Squad may die in early screen death. In addition, director James Gunn published 2 new covers for the Empire magazine on Twitter that show the core of the cast in all its glory. Empire also has 2 exclusive pictures with various team members in the works, including Polka Dot Man, Peacemaker, Bloodsport, and Ratcatcher 2. On Twitter, James Gunn also provided a lot of tension, because according to his own statement, he can do whatever he wants with the characters. So whoever survives or not, the DC spectacle is entirely in control of the director. In any case, we are excited and look forward to the expected release on August 4th, 2021.